All right. Catherine Robinson, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join us today to talk about the blueprint coming up on Thursday, September 17th. We are so excited to have you back again. So, tell us a little bit for those that don't know. Tell us a little bit of your background, what brought you to the blueprint, and what they can expect to hear from you.
So, a little bit about my background. I am a certified aromatherapist, and I fell in love with using essential oils to help people for the emotional side. Most people think essential oils physical, but they actually have a broad and lovely application for our emotional side. And I wanted to do something more. I wanted to do more than just support them. So I started looking and I turned to becoming a coach, which I combined with the essential oils, which led me to my own issues with fear of being visible, procrastination, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, let's work on myself. So I did. And the more I did, the more I opened up, the more I found myself attracting other people who would say, oh, but I can't. And I'm like, well, you can. And here's how. You can be visible. You can get comfortable on camera. You can get comfortable being seen. And here's how you do it. And so when Eden was putting this together, I was like, okay, it's time to get this out in a broad way. And I want to help a lot of people. So I chose the topic of learning how to be comfortable and what you can do to make yourself comfortable in front of a camera, standing in front of other people talking, standing on a stage, etc. I want to help people get over the discomfort and their fear of actually being seen.
That is huge. It is that public speaking, what is it, the second greatest fear behind death?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's either that or losing all your money and having to live on the streets. I mean, survival instinct
Right.
triggered in both areas. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I think there is so much of that. It's kind of funny just that you bring that up, but a parallel that sometimes it means breaking away from the pack in our survival. And so we get, no, like, let me get back into that pack. And we try to shrink, so to speak.
Well, yeah, because, in the olden days, if you were seen and not liked, they would kick you out. And there was miles and miles between the villages and wild animals and brigands and all kinds of things that you might not live to the next town, and there's no guarantee that they're going to take you in either. So we have this instinct to stay small, don't rock the boat, don't be seen, because if we aren't seen, then we aren't judged, and if we aren't judged, we're safe.
Yes. Yes. And when you talk about using the essential oils in that, I know the olfactory senses, that sense of smell is one of our longest memories, right?
It is, and essential oils impact the memory center of the brain. It's why you can walk into some place and smell something and either get transported to back at your grandma's if you loved your grandma, or back at your grandma's when your grandma was not a nice person. You know,
Mm.
we instantly have a feeling that we get when we smell something. So I use essential oils to help us anchor in safety.
I love that. And I appreciate too that it's something that you can do really kind of no matter where you are. It's not like it has to be a big production. This is something that you can keep relatively to yourself and still be able to bring that into a space to have some more confidence.
Well, yes. And what I have learned, okay, so if I were to have you imagine in your mind a lemon and you
Mm.
cutting the lemon and taking the lemon and putting it up to your nose and smelling it, you can pretty much almost smell that scent, right? And
Yes, I
you
can.
put it
Yes.
in your mouth, the mouth gets all kind of like, oh, yeah, lemon. So if you have an essential oil that you love that you use for safety and you are out and about and you don't have access to it, you can put yourself right back into the state of smelling it because you know what it smells like. You've experienced it. You love it. It's in your system. And like I just had you imagine a lemon and you could smell it, I could tell you, imagine lemon essential oil, and you could smell it and then allow your body to trigger the same physiological response of, oh, lemon makes me feel good, lemon makes me happy. you know we can do that even without the essential oils, but let's use that first to like train your body to it, and then you don't even have to have it with you. So if you're out and about and you're like, I gotta speak, I don't have my oil. Oh no, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm
So
not gonna let.
you have a backup for your backup.
Yes, and you can't use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I don't have my essential oil and the ability to tap and calm down first. And it's like, no, you're okay. You can do this.
Yeah. Speak to that tapping a little bit too. I know that's something else that you brought up that you do.
I use EFT with tapping with my clients also because that is a way to actually talk to the nervous part of the body, right? So I can tell you that there's not a tiger behind you fixing to pounce and eat you, and your logical brain can hear me. But if you're caught in a state of fear, your emotional nervous system side, it cannot hear me. So tapping on various acupuncture points on the body triggers that, and it then allows the nervous system to calm down, feel safe, and when it feels safe, then it can hear me telling it, you're fine. There's not a lion fixing to eat
Mm.
you. You're safe. And it can go, oh, okay, I can agree with that. And then you can move on. So I
Yeah.
find the two, the essential oils and the tapping, to be pretty powerful when paired together.
Yes, things that, we talk about grounding in like a very generic and a big term, and people know that they need to do it, but they don't have a lot of direction a lot of the time. And
Yeah.
so this sounds like a very specific form of bringing you back into your body and making right now that awareness.
Yes, and it's scientifically backed. It's very easy to do, and you can't do it wrong. And even in public, if you're willing to risk looking a little silly, you can tap yourself
Hmm. Yes.
and get what you need.
I appreciate that. When we talk about some of these, the scientific research behind these and just different things that we've studied over the years, do you have any books or resources, podcasts, anything that has been meaningful to you that you'd like to share with anyone?
I love anything by Margaret Lynch Ranieri. She is
Okay.
actually one of my instructors, and she's written some books on tapping for money and then tapping through the chakra system, which
Okay.
is also another way to regulate. Dawson Church is another excellent one if you would like to learn about tapping. Gayla Darling is one that I follow on Instagram who talks about tapping. And then you can probably just look up essential oils anywhere. But
Yeah.
anything by Jade Shoots,
Okay.
Shutes, is excellent. And she was also one of my teachers. And yes, I'm a little partial to them because they taught me, but yeah,
Well, and I appreciate too that you have more than one,
yeah.
that you have multiple sources to draw from. Yes.
Well,
The bookcase isn't just for show.
well, and that's not all of them either. You can't, I'm not going to swing it around and show you, but I've got a huge pile right here too. The ones that I reference
Yes.
a lot. Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate that. Kind of along the same lines, do you have any quotes or mantras or any sayings that are meaningful to you?
Yeah. And probably if you hadn't asked me, I could have remembered, but my brain just went, let's forget everything.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Sorry.
that's that's fine. That's fine. If there's a tapping or an essential oil for memory, I probably need it. So um, I do appreciate all of that, though. Okay. So, is there anything else that you would like to add? Any information? If I just give you a little bit of time to speak to people about the upcoming conference and even your experience in the past or forward or just anything that you would like to say?
Well, I was at the last conference and it was wonderful. It was a full day of so much goodness poured into us. And I absolutely am thrilled to be a speaker this year. I was a speaker last year. I talked about outrageous goals, and this year about being visible. And I just want everyone to have the chance to come because I know the lineup. I'm not the best speaker out there. I'm going to say this, but I'm a great speaker, and so what I have to offer, I know is of high value, but I also know that all the other lineup, it's going to be a day full of so much value for you that you probably will seriously regret hearing about it after if you don't come.
Yes, I agree. Also being there last year, there were so many unexpected little things. The yoga throughout the day, moving your body, and some of what we're talking about right now,
Yeah.
specific to what you're saying, that getting in your body and
Yes.
really making sure that these things take hold, and that we're present for all of that.
Well, and making friends. Like I love virtual summits because I don't have to leave my house. I can have pajama bottoms on, and it's nice, right? But actually going somewhere and sitting in a group of other women, it makes you feel connected to them because they're there, they're in the same, we're business owners, right? So then you see that you're not so alone. And then you can make such wonderful connections sitting at tables with other women and making new friends. And oh, okay, well, let's have coffee together and then friendships after that. It's very important, I think, for us as women entrepreneurs to make those connections.
Yes, I agree. Especially the things that, speaking to the women's side of all of this, the things that we all see and know as entrepreneurs, but we've all been so trained to just do it and don't complain, just get through it and have tenacity and do all of these things and be independent. And it's nice to be able to speak about that in an honest way and to have those connections.
Yeah, it really is. Support. We need that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Catherine, so much for spending some time with me today. I'm so excited to see you in person again and hear everything that you have. You are such a valuable wealth of knowledge and practical tips. I can tell you that there are books you have recommended to me in the past that have been very meaningful to me, and exercises that I have learned from you. And I just appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to see you in person on Thursday, September 17th at the Blueprint, if not before.
You're welcome. And I'm looking forward to it too.
Yes. All right. Well,